Yo, how's it going guys, and welcome to Aaron's Aquarium. Now in this video, we're going to be unboxing this Eheim Professional 4 Plus 250 canister filter. Now this video is in fact an add-on video to a video series that I'm doing called How to Set Up a Super Simple Reef Tank. So rather than make the video really long, there's a couple of spin-off videos just like this one, so that video isn't too long. So today we're going to be unboxing this, assembling it, and then in the super simple video we're going to be installing it on the tank. So if you want to see what I do with this, there'll be a card and a link in the description to that super simple reef video. Okay, so I have already sort of like taken a few things out of the box just to make this process a little bit faster, but these are the things that you get. So you get your paraphernalia, so you get your guarantee there. You also get a little pamphlet in there for a surface skimmer that comes with this canister filter. Doesn't come with all of them, but it's an add-on little extra, and I'll show you that in a minute. You also get the paraphernalia that has the assembly instructions on how to set up this canister filter. Here we've got this little surface skimmer thing. Now this is pretty cool, I like this. Now I might even use this in the super simple reef build because canister filters, the way that they're set up, the inlet, so basically the tube that takes water in to the canister filter tends to be underwater. So you can get like a bit of a surface scum or a bit of an oil if you don't have an adequate wave maker. So we could potentially use this because basically this top blit always stays on top of the water and the water will flow down these little gaps. Inside there's a little foam pad which will catch any crap that may be on the surface, and then it'll just blow the water back out. It's just dead simple piece of equipment, but pretty cool, so I'll probably end up using that at some point. Then we've got a little thing with all of our suction cups for the filter. We've got a length of pipe which we're obviously going to use to plumb up our aquarium. We've got a candy cane or a walking stick. This is what we're going to be used with. This is our inlet basically for the canister filter. This is going to suck up water and pump it down into the canister filter. We've got a bag full of goodies here. These are all the little bits, like say for example this is the strainer which will click on to the end of this little candy cane thing. So if you just push it in, there we go. So the water's going to come in through here. This strainer is going to stop things like fish or other, things that you don't want going into your canister filter from being sucked up. So that's what that is. Then we've got, what else have we got? Then we've got inside a spray bar. Now this is going to be good for just distributing the water from the canister filter back into the tank a little bit more evenly. You also get this little end cap so you can block off either end of the pipe. To connect to the spray bar, you have another little mini candy cane, you have another little mini walking stick, and this connects to the spray bar like that. But what you need to do is you need to cut off just a small section of the hose that was provided. Cut that off, and in true Blue Peter style, I've already done that. So if you just cut off a small piece and then just place it on the end of your little walking stick, and then you get your spray bar and then just press that through the pipe. That'll join the two up. You've got your little spray bar. Take your end cap that came with it as well. Place that on the end. Ooh. If you can. And then you've got your spray bar setup thing there. So that's the water that's going to come back into your tank, and that's for the water that's going to leave your tank. So that's that done. Then what have we got? Just the canister filter itself. So we'll take that out, get rid of the bag. So the canister filter. So the reason why I've gone for this type of canister filter for this build is because it's nice and compact. We're only setting up a small tank for this video series, so this is nice and compact, and it's still going to give me space in my cabinet to put other things, like an auto top-up barrel, for example. Opening it up is dead easy. There's a clip on the front, there's a clip on the back, and there's a clip on either side. Pop those off, Then you're going to be able to take the motor section off. So this is what basically sucks the water in. So here you've got like a little impeller section. So if you ever need to clean it, all you need to do is unscrew this bit, pull it out. You can see the shaft there. And then you've got your impeller there. You can give it a bit of a clean, put it all back together again. Make sure you don't break the shaft. Be very, very careful. Slide it back in. Make sure that everything's lined up. Twist it over. Job done. So we'll just pop that out of the way. On the top section, we've got our pre-filter section. So the water goes all over that and then it'll start flowing down the filter all the way to the bottom. And then once it gets to the bottom, it works its way back up. So that's our pre-filter section. The next basket down, we have a little caged off area because it's got a lid on it. We've got, in this bit, we've got some filter floss and we've got a load of biomedia. Now this is where our bacteria is going to live. Now this is the stuff that we're going to need to fulfill the first part of the super simple reef tank video. You know what I was saying about the nitrogen cycle? All of those bacteria are going to live in here. This is where they're going to live. So we obviously need a home for those guys. So remember, if you haven't checked out stage 1 of this build, this is what it's for. Now it does come with filter floss on top of that, which I think is a poor position, because on the bottom section we've got our mechanical filter, which are these little mini drain pipe things. Now what's going to happen is water's going to flow up through the bottom of this into this section here, and all of like your big bits of fish poo, excess fish food that may have gone down the drain, before the fish have had a chance to eat it, is going to get trapped in here. But any fine, particles and stuff is going to make it through, and then it's going to go into your biomedia. Now obviously we don't want that to happen, because what will happen then is all of the little pores that are inside here where our bacteria live will get blocked, and there'll be no homes for our bacteria, so we need to stop that from happening. So I'm going to move this filter floss from the second chamber down to the bottom one. So I'm going to put it on top of all of those little mini drain pipes. So that's going to go on top of there. This is our bottom tray. We're going to pop that back in like that. Make sure the filter floss is on. Then we're going to put this tray on top of the filter floss and the little mini drain pipes. So we're going to pop that down there. Put the lid back on the biomedia section, and then we're going to put our pre-filter section back on. So this canister filter, in my opinion, is now a lot more efficient. It's going to run a lot better than the way it was set up when it came out of the box. So now we've got that, we can put our little lid on it, pop that down, put our clip on, that one, that one, that one. Job done, easy peasy. So what we're going to do now is just get it all assembled. So the way I do it, and this you've got to be very, very careful with. Don't chop your pipe yet. Put your pipe put your pipe on the inlet and the outlet of the canister filter. Put it on, and then what you're going to be able to do is get your pipe like that, put it in your cabinet, and you're going to be able to measure the length of pipe that you need. Because if you cut this pipe wrong, you cut it too short and you can't get it over to your tank, you're screwed and you're going to have to buy more pipe. So, just place it on like that first, don't do any cutting, and then get all of the pipe where you need it to be, place it where you need it to be, then snip right in the middle and you'll be job done then. So just be very careful with that. You do get these little clips as well, which fit over the pipe. So these will fit over the pipe, front and back. You pop them on like that, and they will hold your pipe in place. So guys, that is how you assemble this Eheim Professional 4 canister filter, and most canister filters are the same. So even if you don't have this canister filter, you can get an idea of how to set one up and put it on your reef. So if you have come to this video from the super simple reef build, we're going to go back over to that video now, and we're going to install this on the tank. If you're watching this video and you haven't come from the super simple reef build, there's a link in the description and there's a link just up there to that video. Check it out. But for now, I'll see you either in the video or I'll see you soon.